Hello, welcome back. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Birch and Cedar was commissioned towards the end of last year, and the art buyer suggested that, I do it as a winter project. So I finally could start working on Birch and Cedar in January. These beautiful trees were quite a challenge for me, and I think that you will see that in the video because I struggled in many areas. You know when you struggle that you're learning, and I learned a lot. Let's put it this way. The art buyer saw the photos yesterday, and because he lives out of Ottawa, Robert sent him a photo of the actual painting, and he's very happy with what I did. So he's aware that I will release the video on February the 24th, and he's fine with that, and also to show all the reference material that he provided me with. So I'm very grateful for that. The subject itself was challenging for me at many levels because I am working with acrylics and making colors, earth tones and browns and grays and different shades of greens, and it was a learning again, It was a challenge with the acrylics to get to the point that I'm used to when I paint with oils. Working with the acrylics has opened up my mind. I realized how beautiful these paints are, just wonderful to work with. And I'm so happy that I pushed through and got to a level that I felt, I think the art buyer will like this. When you do a commission work, there's a risk that he will not like it. There's a risk that you can't do it. There's all kinds of risks. So I am glad that he liked it. This video will show you the process and the progress and my reflections. Do you sometimes do things that are really hard? They're difficult. You say to yourself, I'm not giving up. I want to do this and I will do it, no matter how hard it is, and you end up doing it. And once you've achieved that, you feel so much better about yourself, and that's kind of the story behind that painting. I want the art buyer to recognize the trees when he looks at them, but I also want him to see what it is that I see. And what I see may not be what he sees. I want to paint those trees with my perception. He's fine with that. So what I would like to show you is how it all started and where I am now and what I want to do next. Okay, so this is the photo that I received. The size of the canvas, which is 24 inches high by 16 width. I made a triangular grid. That grid, what it does is it's easier for me to draw the trees based on that, because then I can replicate the shapes on a 24 by 16 paper, which brings me to this. I made a triangular grid and I tried, like the proportions. So this gives me a good idea of what the trees will look like. We met the art buyer and his lovely wife towards the end of the fall, and he brought me this, which is spectacular. I have like the full-blown idea of what these trees are. With that, I'll be able to work and get a lot of details. Now, I didn't use the grid on the canvas because I wanted to do it freehand. I used the drawing on the large grid to guide me on the canvas. I didn't want to do a grid on this here. My approach with oils, which I love to do an underpainting first, and it's a monochrome painting. I normally will go with raw umber, establish the lights and darks, so it's a tonal study. When you paint, a lot of the composition is already done. A lot of the thinking behind the scene is already done. That's how I work with oils. But for this commission, an underpainting does not work like when you work with oils, because the acrylic paints dry and you can't move it or you can't correct anything. You can, but you have to add paint. And so it's different. So here is the underpainting. Now, I want this to be an interpretation of what this is. I am working with the small photo because it kind of pushes away the details right now, and I need that. But I will be working with the large photo that he gave me. There's a few things that's going on in my mind, and I'm not following the image as per se. I'm working it so that I feel comfortable with the composition. I thought that maybe it would be a good idea to explain where I'm at and what I've done, what I intend to do as I progress with the painting. This is obviously the photo of the trees, and the beginning of the painting is right here. Normally when I paint a tree or trees, they're in the distance, so details are very they're minimal. It's more shapes, light and shadow. That's how I do my trees most of the time. In this case, this is a detailed close-up of the bark of the trees. The direction of the source of light is intriguing. From what I see, it's coming from here, but this is in the shade because of surrounding trees. This one here is almost all in shadow except for a few areas, and this one is a little bit more there's more highlights on it. This one there's only this spot there, and this one there's only a few, and here at the bottom. So there's branches, and there's obviously a lot of obstacles for the light to shine on this photo, which makes it quite interesting. It really does. But it's also very complex. It makes it hard to focus on specific areas. Before I continue, I really have to stop and further analyze what it is that I'm doing, because I'm in for a real challenge. I want to take my time and immerse myself in it because there is so much to do. But I am very much stimulated, okay? Like my brain is like, it's on fire, really. And I know that if I really put my mind to it, I will succeed in making this look like a scene of this. I want the art buyer to have something to, well, she did that or didn't do that, but that's his fun. He'll see that I see things differently. This is an interesting project and a lesson of humility and also a great learning experience. So I've made a little bit of progress. It's coming to a place where I feel, okay, I can do this. And I think I will be able to bring it to a level that I will be happy with. I started fixing the tree, the middle one here. The curve is still too pronounced, but I will fix that. And then I'll be able to add the grass and whatever there is in the background. Once this is all done, I'll be able also to continue the foliage. I am now at a stage where I am satisfied with how the painting is going. I really love this tree here. I don't know if you see it well, but the cedar for me, I love that. That's a really nice tree. All the details of that bark, I'm not going to do that. I just want to make a few suggestions because I do like how the light is hitting this tree and the way it looks like. I really love that look and that feel, and that's how it's going to be. This here is almost done. I have a few things that I want to correct, but it's pretty much done. At the base, there's a few things that I will do. I'm not touching the background. That's done and over with for me. I just need to clarify some details in the foreground here. For me, that will be it. That's the way I see the painting. I want to make a painting that looks like a painting, close to the reality, but it feels like a painting. And to me, this painting is almost ready to be signed. I hope the art buyer will like what I've done, what he sees, and that it will satisfy his desire to acquire this painting. This looks like it was done with oils. It's opening my horizons. And you know what? At my age, it is so much fun to learn something new, to be enough open-minded to say to yourself, okay, I'm gonna try this and see where I can go with that. For me, working with acrylics has made me realize that there's more to that medium than what I thought it was. It's a lot of fun working with it. I just wanted to give you an update. I will continue to enhance it a little bit, but it's almost done. I hope you enjoyed the video, and now that Birch and Cedar is done, I will be returning to my sketchbook work and start to focus again on my series about time for tea. So see you in 2 weeks. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.